You're about to listen to the award-winning Stuart Pedasso Show. This show is for ideologically and emotionally mature audiences. If you should not be here, please go away. We'll still be here when you're mature enough to partake. Mwah!
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Stuart Pedasso Show. I'm Dave.
I'm Carrie. Hello.
And Melissa is still on assignment, but we hear rumors that next week she will be here.
She will be here.
That is what we hear.
Ooh.
Last we heard, the next Saturday, she has off from her new job.
Yes, she'll have to tell us all about her new job.
We'll get to hear all about what is probably going to be an hour of cannabis talk.
Yes. Oh, boy. Yes.
I may just check out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest.
Yep. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. It'll be quite interesting. I can't wait to hear about the people that come in. I am sure she's going to have some awesome stories.
Actually, I drove by there today on my way home.
Yeah.
And there was... How do I say this? Oh, fuck it. I'll just say it.
Go ahead.
There were these Jesus freaks right on that corner
Yeah.
with signs and all four corners on Merchants and Winton.
Uh-huh.
And right where their storefront is. And they were
Okay.
waving Jesus loves you signs.
Oh,
and it's
my
just
God.
right by their store.
Oh,
So-
she's going to have some amazing
so
stories,
I'm
I'm
wondering
sure.
if any of them came in or if they came in and tried to tell them to repent. And
I'm sure between vendors that'll probably have you partake in their product, which I'm sure leads to very interesting afternoons. And then customers, which I'm sure are interesting people in of themselves, and I'm sure her coworkers are going to be interesting. I went in there once, and the people I met were very interesting. In fact, they handed me an empty bag, and I said, there's nothing in here. Oh
boy.
Yeah, they might want to hold back on partaking.
Well, okay. So all right.
We all laughed. It was funny.
So I'm running this campaign for Congress. We talked about it last week.
Uh-huh.
And the candidate comes from the medical marijuana industry.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has these connections. And before I even came on board, he had like some of his lit in like some smoke shops in different places on the west side, which fine, whatever. I'm not going to, whatever. And so we had met for coffee at this place. And we were talking, and I hadn't seen his lit yet. This was early on when I jumped in. He says, well, hey, that smoke shop over in this mall, I have some stuff over there. Why don't we go over and I'll show you what my lit looks like? I was like, yeah, no problem. Cool. So we finished our coffee and we go over there and we walk in and there's just one dude working there. Mm-hmm. This guy was on fucking planet Zorcon.
How can you work
his
like that?
eyes were slits and what I could see were bright red.
Oh,
He's like,
man.
hey. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I could have walked in and took whatever I wanted. And he wouldn't have known it.
Well, I will say that it was an oversight. It's not like they I joke, and I probably shouldn't. It is a business, but they had like they were training because you can tell they had just opened, and it kind of like was a little assembly line as to how they were doing it, and they missed the part of putting the product in the bag,
right?
And handed it to me, and it kind of was like, excuse me, it would help, and the guy literally took it and folded it over and handed it to me, and it totally missed the person who had to put the product in.
All right, so if I go in there, I'm just going in to visit. But let's say I go in there and I tell them, see if they get the reference. I'll tell them my name's Mr. Hand. Oh, Mr. Hand. For those who don't know, for you younger people, from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, God.
Mr. Hand.
Good God.
So
one of the best movies. I'm sorry, only because it's reminiscent of a time. My childhood.
Yeah.
Not all of it. Some of it was good.
Sure. No.
Teenage times.
Sure.
Some of that was good.
Well, since I made that connection, I'll just so I am in the middle of this campaign, this congressional campaign, and it's been a while since I've run somebody else's. Usually, I'm just running my own, and we're in the petitioning phase.
Okay.
And look, I dig this guy. He's really cool, but he is first time running for anything, and he chose the local seat to run for that has the most required signatures out of all of them.
And how many are that? I mean,
3,500 in
wow.
6 weeks.
Okay.
And
how many did you have to get?
Last year?
Yeah.
For city council, 1,500 minimum.
Dang.
And I turned in 1,755, as it says on the tote board. 1,500 of them I got, which was me going out
you've got
pretty much 6 days.
Ooh.
So here's
do you have a broader area to go?
The whole county and
Okay.
a couple more spots. Look, you run into a few things here. So he's running as an independent, which technically I was too. So the good thing is you can get any registered voter. The bad news is all the parties have already gone, so every petition signatures they've gotten, those folks can't sign yours.
So they can get a Republican or a Democrat as long as they haven't already signed a petition.
For that office.
For that particular office. But if they sign a petition for any other office, it's still okay.
Still fine.
Okay.
Now we're
I
talking...
wonder, I bet you there might be people willing to sign for somebody who doesn't have a D or an R right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. So we've been doing, I did it, thus the red face. Once again, I forgot sunblock.
Festivals.
Yeah.
Carnivals,
in fact, you
name it.
He is there right now. I did 4.5 hours at the public market. Got my 100 signatures in today. Got 20 at the festival, the Lilac Festival yesterday. I was there for a couple hours after work. And I got, unfortunately, no, I shouldn't say this. I didn't say unfortunately. I'll say unfortunately, I have Mother's Day stuff tomorrow. Sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I meant in terms of the campaign.
Yeah.
And then there's this Lilac Festival.
You meant to say, fortunately, I get to spend the day with my wife and my mother-in-law.
And my mother.
And my mother,
yes,
especially my mother.
Yes. And you were invited too, but you said you had
were.
other things.
I have a tradition of staying alone on Mother's Day.
Oh, Carrie.
No, it's always been something I enjoy doing. And then I might drive to Buffalo, I might not.
Okay.
But my kids, I might go visit my son. I don't know. He works nights, so and Dominic might. I don't know. He said, I don't know. I might go see him, but to me, if Mother's Day should be what the mother wants, and
like my birthday. I hate doing anything for my birthday, and people just will not leave me the F alone.
Yeah, so to me, it's just if I want to be in my pajamas all day in bed, man, and plans stress me out. So, yeah. So I'd rather wake up that morning and if I feel like doing something, just call up people and say, hey, what are you doing? And then just show up and do stuff.
So, we have 2.5 weeks left.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hold on. Let me take a quick look. It might be just a
For
hair.
what?
There's a deadline to when to get the signatures.
Oh,
you only have 6 weeks. And so...
you don't even have full 6 weeks from right now?
From now? No, it started already.
Dang.
It started a while ago.
And how many you got?
Well, that's where I'm going. So we have about a little over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and we don't even have 1,000 yet. We're not going to get it. We're not.
No.
I know. And actually, I had this talk with him the other day, and I said, look, dude, how many do you have? And he told me, and I said, how many I have? And I was like, look, we're not getting this. We don't have enough volunteers. We have nice people who want to help, but they're not coming. Look, petitioning is... I won't say it's not for the weak, but if you don't like just walking up to strangers and start talking, or if you don't have to like it, but if you're not willing to do it, you can't. I mean,
this is why a third party doesn't make it, or other people besides the two majors don't make it, is because of this process right here.
Oh, no question.
And there's no
they
structure
just,
for any of it.
And it goes state by state, and New York State is actually, now I believe it is the most difficult state to get on the ballot and maintain party status in the country. That's just over the past 6-7 years they changed it to get rid of third parties. We've talked about this on the show. So, I don't think we're going to get on. But we've already talked about what he might want to do after, and we've batted around some ideas, and he may run again for something smaller next year, and we'll see. I jumped in on this. And once we got going, I realized I still really am kind of burned out.
Yeah.
And I'm doing what I can,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm still doing stuff. Like I said, I was out for 4.5 hours today getting stuff, and I'm revising lit that was made before I got on board that was really weak.
Yeah.
I read it was funny. I started getting copies made of the lit that we haven't been using very much, thankfully. But I finally got to read it, and I was like, "What the? We can't hand this out. This is not good."
Yeah.
It's just the verbiage, the way it was. The ideas were fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was just I was like, "Who wrote this? Did anybody check this copy? This is really not."
It's
I would
stuff
never.
they gave you?
Yeah, it's what supposedly they were going to use, and as I read it, I'm like, "Okay, the grammar in here is just not
Right.
This is not. We can't have this go out." So we're doing other. Actually, okay, this is going to sound semi cute. Being the old person in the group, I just okay. This is going to sound like get off my lawn.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a super huge fan of QR codes. I just don't like them. I don't want to deal with them. I don't like to do that kind of shit on my phone. Just whatever. When I see them, I roll my eyes. I only do it if I absolutely have to. We have been using a QR code, and I'm not going to lie, it's actually been kind of cool.
I was going to say, it's so easy.
But if you do stuff on your phone, so
everybody does now.
I don't, if I can avoid it.
I was going to say most people.
I know.
You're not most people.
That is very true. So
I think we've established
yeah,
that
so
a while ago.
Making stickers with the QR code, I'm not going to lie. I'm saying, hey, you know what? We're trying not to kill trees on this campaign. So if you do QR codes, and I would say a good 40 to 50% are like, yeah, cool. Flip the clipboard over after we get their signature, and they just scan it. And I've had people say, well, I need to read up on the guy. They've scanned the thing, walked away, and 2 minutes later come back, yeah, I'll sign it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a great. You can do forms with a QR code.
Yep.
You can donate with a QR code. I mean, it's just so quick and easy.
So as much as I don't like using them myself, I am getting into as an organizer, as an activist, putting it on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So sure, and the folks who don't use them, that's totally cool. Well, we have other ways. So so far I'm relatively proud of the work that we're doing, given the circumstances. The fact that I came on board right before petitioning started, we're 4 weeks in, give or take, since I've come on board. We're doing okay considering, but yeah, he picked a race. Man, he started off running for Congress. It's like, dude.
Good fly,
That's all right. That's fine.
Dip your toe, jump right in.
Yeah, he jumped right in.
Jump right in.
So
are QR codes easier? Are they harder to I don't know. Is it more private that way, or is it easy?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, what? There must be other advantages to it, because we're trying to. I leaned over and saw Unclaimed Willy.
I could talk about that.
No, QR codes. I am just thinking ways that we communicate now. Is it going to be an easier way for people to communicate moving forward in this manner?
Well,
because
advertising,
the traditional way has been always how the two main parties always have.
All it is just a way to cut down on printing, I think. I don't know about...
Which would reduce costs, which is what is prohibitive for other people to run.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Is it part of this? Yeah.
Well, it will totally help. I mean, the same way now that you have the internet and it's easier to get websites, the same thing.
And exposure.
Mm-hmm, sure. It's the real barriers for third parties in the United States is basically...
It's not third party, but a non-affiliated candidate necessarily.
Well, okay, anyone who's not a Republican or Democrat.
There you go.
Okay, so, but the system is set up. It's not so much the cost part and communication devices. It's more about the rules to get on the ballot and to be a candidate. If you show any hint of being a threat, you're automatically going to get sued. And the people who run the government, what's happening in California with the Green Party's candidate for governor, Butch Ware, he got taken off the ballot by the Democratic Secretary of State. And they're in the middle of suing, but the problem is, and they have proof that the person lied and actually committed perjury. But as this is taking time to go through the courts, they've already sent out the ballots.
Yeah.
So even if they find that he's right, it's already going to be too late. And Democrats have been doing this to Greens and other quote threats to them. They spend more time going after left-wing candidates than they do going after Republicans. And that's another reason people are frustrated, which I get. You should be, but then you don't do anything about it. And then they still go to blue no matter
Well, I think
who.
there's problems on both sides.
Yeah.
There's problems on both sides. There just is.
So, but if you still want to check out Cloud's campaign, and by the way, so I'm sorry if you didn't listen to last week. I am running a campaign for someone who is running for Congress in New York State and U.S. Congress, federal level. And his name is Cloud Walton, Cloud with a K, and you can check out his website at cloudforcongress.com and give some feedback. I don't think we're going to make the ballot, which we'll know in about 2-3 weeks. And that's okay. I mean, this is experience of him running and what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
He did go big. So,
and he's an independent, you said?
Yep. He is registered in no party.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's funny, in New York State, if you are running for office and you get a petition together and you're in no party, you have to create a name for a party. They want something to put on the ballot line. So you can do the Mickey Mouse party. Mm-hmm. You can do the cell phone party. You can do the glass of wine party. You can call it whatever you want.
So what do you call his?
He's a solidarity party.
Interesting. Oh, so you have to have a party name? That's crazy.
I think it's just because on the ballot, what's it going to be? It's just a blank line.
Can't you just be no party or non-affiliated?
Well, you are. There is no such thing as the solidarity party. There's no such thing.
But why can't people just be non-affiliated?
Well, okay. That, and again, we're talking about New York State.
Yeah.
Every state's different. There are a lot of races, small ones, where they don't do parties. So one of the only Greens who has ever won in Monroe County, where Dickoff Studio is, ran in a town's school board race, and that race is nonpartisan, which means I think they're just listed alphabetically. Mm-hmm. And nobody knew what party anybody was in, unless you knew them personally and you knew. Mm-hmm. And the Green was one of the candidates who won twice. He won re-election.
Okay.
And that tends to happen in non-affiliated, nonpartisan races across the country. Greens win about 45% of the time, which is pretty damn good.
Okay.
But as soon as you start throwing parties up on the ballot, people have their own kind of chauvinism, whatever you want to call it, and they vote for the next to the D with the D next to their name or the R next to their name. And as much as
people don't necessarily do the voting that way.
Oh, I met people who do.
I said not all.
Well, you can't say all about anything.
Correct. But the problem I think that have started to happen is the people that have won with the D or the R next to their name have not been their own people.
Oh, absolutely, without question. You also have folks who don't always say they don't vote based on party, but
and then they do.
Well, but then they look at, well, I'd vote for this guy or this lady or this person, but they're not one of the other two, and that's all who wins. So if I vote for them, I'm, quote, throwing away my vote, even though I prefer their platform, so I'm not going to vote for them. I've talked to people like that.
Wait, they say that one again? I'm sorry, what?
Okay, they think that you're not going to win if you're not one of the two big parties, so they won't vote for you because they think it's throwing away their vote.
I don't.
People have told me that. I'm not going to vote for you because you have no chance of winning. But I have no chance of winning if you won't vote for me. It's a circular kind of argument. And you can't convince these folks. It's like, how am I supposed to win? It's like, I'll vote for you when the Green Party starts winning. Okay, but the Green Party won't start winning until you start voting for us. It's this circular argument, and we can't win that. There's no way to convince those folks.
Well, is it that they said that you can't win or the Green Party can't win?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Depends on how the conversation.
Well, there's a difference.
No. It's not about me. It's because I'm a Green. Almost if anybody said they don't like what I'm running on, that they're not voting for me. It doesn't matter what. But people who like what I'm saying, they don't say they won't vote because I can't win. They'll say I can't win because I'm a Green.
Well, in a local election, that doesn't make any sense. That why people would vote, they would. I mean.
Well, it still is that thing of if you don't vote your values, you're always going to get shit. If you vote for that lesser of two evils, that's the cliche that keeps getting used. It just keeps moving the bar farther and farther away from what you want. So your lesser evil still sucks. So you still get shit there. And then, oh man, and then the next lesser evil is even a little worse. And this is what we've been doing for decades, and now we have what we have. So,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't believe that that's actually happening
What?
as much as you think it does. Maybe before, but I think people are starting to see that that's not really in their best interest.
Maybe, but the people in power have rigged the system so bad that other candidates can't get on for them to choose now. You know what I'm saying?
They're also trying to. I've seen, at least in the Democrats, and I'm not a Democrat. I am no longer any party. I refuse to be affiliated with any party. I've seen ads for people running under Democrat and saying that they refuse under the Democrat to take money from such and such and such. But I'm running under the Democrat because I need the infrastructure they have in order to blah, 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 blah. And it's just regular people, but it's more of the local stuff, here and there. And so there is that route to go. Mm-hmm. And then to vote out and get rid of the old people and then to change some of the ways to do it. And I know there's people that said they were going to do it by changing the way the inside, from within.
Yep.
And whatever happened, I don't know. I don't know.
And then either if they're not in office, you just never hear from them again politically.
Right. So whatever happens to them, but something's got to change.
And there's people who have done it and run for office and have gotten in and locally, mm-hmm. and they haven't done squat. I mean, they haven't done bad things, but they haven't done much of anything.
We also aren't in their shoes either.
That's fine. I'll accept that, but I'm just saying they haven't even tried to bring up legislation that would change things. They're waiting for, other people to get in so they have a majority, but they're not even try. I don't know.
What can they do though? See, I don't know. I don't do their job, I don't know.
So what they could do, if we're talking locally, is you bring up legislation that even though you have a pretty good idea, now obviously you would try to get the other. Let's talk about a city council kind of thing, not a mayor because that's a one-person thing. So like a city council, a town board, or whatever. Mm-hmm. You have a piece of legislation that you write, and you try to, before you even make it official, you talk to other people on the board, say, hey, look, I want to bring up this legislation. Would you be on board with this?
And what if everybody says no?
Then what you do, my opinion, my opinion is what you do is you bring it up anyway, and when it won't get put into committee, when it won't or gets put into committee and won't come out of committee for everyone to vote on, or if it comes up and it gets voted on and everybody else votes no, that shows I'm assuming you're putting up good legislation. They're not going to vote for something that people want. And that's how you get that. I'll use the word exposes. That exposes the other people on your board, on the city council or whatever, as folks who won't vote to change
and I love this idea and everything, but I think recently, didn't you just come up against where they just fuck with you on little things? Do you think that sometimes they're just going to fuck with somebody on little things so that even doesn't get out the door? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not in their position.
So if I had won city council last year, I would be pretty much alone.
Yeah. And they would fuck with you from day one.
That's fine, but
right.
I can fuck back.
Agreed. And I'm just saying there's just a level of being fucked with that you kind of can't take. I'm just saying we don't know.
Well, I would go in and I know what would happen. I know how this would go down. Would have went down. Mm-hmm. And I would have been ready to put up legislation. They would have done whatever to not do it.
But then they also could be fucking with people in your family that you don't know about. You ready to put up with that?
Yeah, that's.
I'm just saying that's how they play.
Carrie, I'm aware of that.
I know.
Okay, but that's why
sucks.
I do that. Well,
it fucking sucks.
That's
and
why
it's wrong.
That's why I do what I do.
It's so wrong.
It is, but that's why I do what someone has to. We need more people doing it. That's what I've been yelling from the rooftop for years. Is we need more people doing it. So that means you out there, you 10 listeners.
And it's so 20. Wrong.
So anyway, I'm going to tell you an interesting story that I think a couple of our regular listeners might find mildly interesting.
Okay.
This has to do with a campaign. Last weekend, I had this idea. This is not something I've ever done before because this is, the first campaign that I've run that has been for the entire county. Mm-hmm. I've run a state legislature campaign when I was in Hawaii, but that's again, different scenario, different situation. So here in this area in New York State, first time I've run a campaign for an entire county. And so I thought an event that was happening is the local AAA baseball team, the Rochester Red Wings, having a game. And people, now the stadium is in the city, and most of the people who go to the games are not from the city. They come in from the suburbs. So you get thousands of, even on a bad day, you get at least a few thousand people show up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So this was a Sunday. Game started at 1:00, and the weather was okay. The sun was out a little bit. It was a little like in the high 40s. Maybe it hit 50. But
in the sun, that's not bad.
People will come out and something to do. You get your hot dog and semi-cold beer. And yeah, I know. So
your $20 beer.
We went. Red Wings. It's not that bad. So we went out, and we were there about an hour before the game started, when the gates were about to open, and it was mostly people from the suburbs. They were just fucking mean. They were horrible people.
What do you mean?
No, they weren't just not gonna sign our petition. They were mean about it. They
really?
were dicks. And I'm thinking, and it was like pretty consistent. We lasted about 40 minutes and we just went. I got one signature.
Wow.
And I was like, fuck.
Like what were the comments? Like how were they mean? Like just dismissive, sarcastic, or
dismissive?
Just rude?
There was, yes. It depended. There was like totally like you're not even there. Won't even say hello to you. Won't even look you in the eye. I'm not signing that. Get away from me. It just really just yeah.
Wow.
And so I'm like, it's all these white. They all were these white suburban folks who look like they were mad because they didn't own a Tesla yet.
That is such a great description, I have to say.
Yeah, they all look like they wanted a Tesla but couldn't get one yet. And
so so the reason I ended up seeing the parade today is I went into work because I was out, and the teacher that covered for me left a note, and I tried to understand what her comment meant. And she said, "They are greatly aggrandized."
I don't know who they are. They who?
My students.
Okay, I don't know what that.
You know what that means? They are greatly aggrandized. Are you serious right now?
Okay. Well, I just want to do my conclusion on the Red Wing game, if that's okay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I am sorry. Right. You go ahead.
Well, I just had one. This is where I was going.
But it was about she's a person like you're describing. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Because I think it goes right along with that. Keep
so
going.
I'm wondering, it made me think, and I know this, it was one time I went to this baseball game to get petition signatures, okay? But I did start thinking about it. Who do I know? And, okay, I know there's people listening who are going to disagree with me on this, but I'm making a generalization here. So just relax, folks. I think people who like baseball, professional baseball, definitely a lot more professional football as well, really lean in a certain direction. I mean, who are really into it, who would spend their money and go to a game. I think it attracts. Well, I mean, look, they have the Star Spangled Banner before everything, especially football games. They got freaking jets flying.
They like to wear things that
camo
jerseys,
stuff and
caps that have sayings on the front.
Yeah, and there's like
very national, very patriotic.
Not AAA baseball games, but like NFL football
it
games.
Leads to. It's the closest we have in our city.
Have like fighter jets flying overhead, and they do a lot of military stuff. And I think and that could be one of the reasons why
we have a lot of corporate outings there for families.
Yeah, I used to follow sports a lot. And my interest has waned as I've gotten more political and more radicalized. My interest in it. I mean, I still appreciate people who do the work and play sports, and I would coach again in a heartbeat. No problem.
Politics has become very tribal, and that's what sports has very much so is very tribal.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Okay, I hear where you're
professional
going
sports.
With that.
Yeah. I mean.
Kids
collegial
too,
sports too has actually, unfortunately.
I would say kids sports in another way, in a different way, though.
Yeah, but and they say it's supposed to build character. Huh.
I think it does.
It can in a way if you have the right type of coaching.
Sure, at the right atmosphere.
Correct.
I mean, you could have the right coach, and now we're talking about kid stuff, but if you got crazy-ass parents.
Right.
Yeah,
if you make it too competitive, it can turn bad. But yeah.
Carrie, does that mean just everybody gets a participation trophy?
No, they do not, because I don't think that counts either. I think everybody can make the team, but that doesn't mean everybody. No. Well, I don't know about that either. I don't know. I get confused here.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this. I was not planning on going here, but let's talk about the participation trophy, okay, for a second. Well, hold on. I don't know. You're making a face. I don't know what the face is about, but let me say this, and then you can say something, all right?
It depends.
All right. I'm saying I'm back to that idea that I've been starting to say more, both in my classroom and even on the show. Two things can be right.
Yes, I guess that's it.
You can have the most valuable player, but you can also have something for someone who's not the most valuable player.
We used to have paper plate awards. Everybody got one. Right?
Yeah.
Why can't you?
If you can, especially if you can individualize
it. To me, that's the version of everybody gets an award. It's the problem where I think people have a problem was that the trophy went first, second, and third. And where people went, well, everybody gets a trophy. They should have done everybody gets something should have been different. Like paper plate awards were something different. That's where a team where at the awards dinner you got all of the few people that got the main awards, the paper plate award came in to give everybody something.
Yeah.
That was the same idea. And I think it just morphed into something ridiculous that people were like, oh, up in arms. But the whole, like I do shout outs in my classroom. I don't just give shout outs to few kids. Everybody gets a shout out.
Are you able to keep talking?
Yes, I am.
I'm getting blues.
I do know how. I do shout outs for everybody. Some kids gets more than others, but I don't ever not give a kid. Actually, no, I have not given a kid a shout out if they've not done anything. But I don't have a lot of kids either, because I do believe that. Actually, no, I have not given a kid, because there are some kids that I do know that would actually bother them to have that. And I've actually given it to them privately. But I also don't want anybody to feel left out. But a shout out is something personal you say. And for some kids, their shout out is, I like the fact that you actually showed up today, you know? It's that simple.
Yeah.
Where another kid is, their shout out is, you got the highest score in the class. So it's obviously there's a difference in weight. You know what I mean? But they all have a recognition, which is still important as well.
Yeah. So, okay, so back to the original thing so I can wrap it up. Okay. So it was just look, I don't have you have to believe what I'm saying, and I've come up with this amazing idea that no one's thought of before or anything. I don't know why I sound like RFK there, but sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You should eat a raccoon's penis. You should. It's high in niacin.
I think he's trying to make a dried bong out of that raccoon penis.
I'm going to take this to the car so my kids can see the raccoon penis.
I'll study it later.
So fucking, what, again, like I said, depends. I like to know what the word study means.
Right. I think he stretched it and dried it and made it a bong. God.
Or something.
Never know.
There is a clone of Willy.
There you go.
You made a clone
Segue.
Actually, so from Reef, maybe I'll get your advice on this. So, why that really went off. Oh, let me conclude. Sorry, the Red Wing game. Let me finish that. So my idea, just a thought that I had, I don't know. It's just like, is professional sports more geared towards people who are more static in their thinking, who are, and of course, there's a generalization. I would never say 100% of all people,
right? But just my experience at this game just made me think baseball was just attracting mostly. They really seemed because some of them were like angry at me almost, conservative leaning, white suburban, and again, one game in a podunk mid-sized city, AAA, on a Sunday. So I'm totally generalizing, but it just made me think, okay, who goes to these games? And I'm trying to think back. I've been to a gazillion Red Wing games, and they've never been not like a freaking
British UK soccer game where there's riots and stuff. It's nothing like that. But yeah, I'm just thinking of the demographics. I'm like, huh. And I have friends who I know are relatively liberal and stuff, and they follow baseball and more than me now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know it's not 100%, but it was just a very interesting experience.
Well, right now, not many people are actually spending the money to go places. And so
just the Tesla
think about,
wannabes.
Correct, the people that have the money to go. And you might have been talking to people that were there for a corporate something. So
oh no, some of them had kids. This was not
a family thing.
Yeah.
So it could have been
Sunday,
a family outing, and they do that. So, I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was just a weird little thing.
You know, like the Bills Mafia, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're very.
They tend to be more towards the right.
Yeah, they're quite MAGA.
Yeah,
they're quite MAGA.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people there that are quite a
Buffalo Bills fans is what we're saying for folks who don't know what the Bills Mafia is.
And I know some people that are, I don't know like them very well, but I know of like, and they're very I don't know, just regular kind of. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's just interesting, but they're very sports loving kind of, but it's a family, like they're down, like, but it's almost like a religious type thing. Like everybody gets together. It's like going to church kind of thing, but it's a family function kind of thing. They get into it like that. So,
and I know, again, I'll say one more time before we move on to Clone Willy's. I know this is not 100%. This is not even a generalization. It's just this one experience I had at this game, and it just made me think how the really super rabid folks. Now, I know. No, I'm not going to get into that. But I know there's someone.
That's what MAGA's become, though. They've become.
I know. I know there's
though.
someone who listens to the show, and we can have that discussion offline because they are. A very long time since I've known them for decades, strong followers of a specific sports/team, and are not anything near a MAGA. So I know that.
Oh no, not all of them are.
Yeah,
absolutely
right.
not.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
So I'm
a Buffalo Bills freaking fanatic, and there's a lot that are not.
Yeah.
But their family members are, so they have to coexist.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting to watch, but the Buffalo But that's its own. It's like being in it. Like they're so passionate about it, but it does bring on that. So I think what's interesting now is there's people that are like realizing like, crap, I can't like stay silent anymore. So I'm. It's going to be an interesting year.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's going to be an interesting year for a lot of people.
So needless to say, Cloud and I had a discussion, and we're not going back to the Red Wing games. Even though there's a lot of people going there, we could get. In theory, we would talk to a lot of people.
I would say,
but it didn't get us signatures. It was not worthwhile. It was a good idea, dude. Good idea. We tried it. Didn't work. Not going back. We're not going to keep trying to push that square peg in that round hole. Just not doing it.
I'm really surprised.
It's all good.
I would think like carnivals and stuff like that would be a good place. I don't know.
Oh, no,
I think
I'm
when
not
people
worried.
are ready for something different.
No, I got lists of stuff. We're fine. I've got more than enough places to go. I'm just telling a story about that one idea. That's all. It was just interesting.
Well, during the parade today, I can say his name, right? Adam
Bello?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he walks by.
Yes.
Dead silence.
Oh, I'm sure. So that's the thing about
not boos, not claps, no nothing.
The Lilac Parade. They're a bunch of fascists there. So I've
that was the only thing that was there.
No, I know. I've given up on those guys because we're in the Green Party locally is in every parade that we have here in town. Not Memorial Day. It's a long story. It's just not worth it for us.
And it was a teeny tiny little thing, and it was just
So they're pretty fascist in terms of if you're a candidate or you're a political party, you are not allowed in the parade. But if you're already elected in office, they want you in the parade.
Yeah. So
but
he was the only thing. The only thing.
That's a de facto way of keeping the system in place. They don't quite get that. They should have nobody in that.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't.
He was the only one, and clearly nobody was happy. Yeah. So it was interesting that he did not get a warm welcome.
So speaking of fake dicks, see how I did that?
Love
see
it.
See how I did it?
Love it.
All right. So as you notice, I'm sorry I didn't mean to leave it out I left my dildo out on the table. So from the Rochester Erotic Arts Festival last month, oh man, I still haven't gotten to that extra audio, but we had 2 winners of Clone Willy's, and I emailed both of them, and one responded. And I waited a little bit to hear from the other person and didn't. So finally, I just sent the one off. I still haven't heard from the other winner, and it's sitting, as you can see, right there. So
You got an extra clone of Willy.
I don't know. What's the statute of limitations here on hearing back? I mean, I assume it went to the dude's spam folder.
I don't know.
And okay, let's say I don't hear from the guy.
Give it another month.
Another one. No, I'm not. You. What
else are you going to do with it?
Right. Well, that's my next step.
There
so
you go.
let's say I never hear from the guy. Then what do I do? I mean,
we can raffle it off.
I mean, there's nothing I could. Okay, so suppose I did it again. What the fuck am I gonna do with it?
I mean,
I guess I could go fuck myself.
There you go.
That's a dirty dad. A dirty dad joke.
There you go. I mean, Mother's Day's tomorrow.
Nah. Well, I'm gonna need you to leave now. I got work to do.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
Excuse you now. How long does it take? 30 minutes to dry?
Although, you know what's funny? I don't know if I'd be able to do it because I would need to, like, boil some water, and the wife's making bread. So, like, honey, can you move over? I have a dick to make.
Excuse me.
Yeah. You're not wearing pants. That's right. Just wait a second. It's going to get better.
I got to let my dough rise.
That's right.
So do I.
So do I. That's exactly what's going to happen. I'm sorry. You're going to have to wear a hairnet on that so it doesn't get into the bread.
Which head?
That's what I'm saying. No, into the bread. So my hair doesn't.
No, the hair. You need a hairnet on which?
No, it's got to go down there.
Which head?
No, down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. Oh, there's a hair in my bread, and it's curly.
And it's red.
Well, either way.
Right.
Okay. The drapes do match the carpet with me. I'll just let. God, I think that's the first time I've ever said that about myself.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
If
you were wondering,
my poor daughter gets that question. I think my blonde one.
All right. Well, now this is another hard segue. Well, we've had relative conversations about this. People have interesting lack of boundaries of just how you go up to people you don't really know.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
And just say what the fuck ever.
Right.
Yeah. So people she doesn't really know ask if the carpets match the drape.
I haven't gotten that direct about asking her, but she says she's been asked.
Well, I mean, the same way where I was stunned a few years back when I found out that, like, mostly white women would go up and just start touching black women's hair.
You'd be shocked.
I had no idea.
Oh.
And then so I was asking black women when I first heard this, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
I was."
Yeah, black
was
women told me
stunned.
that. It was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's
Are
amazing.
You,
So,
yeah.
all right, so folks, anybody out there,
I will say,
just don't do any of that shit.
I do have.
Don't ask anybody
when
about their
I work-
drapes. Don't.
When I work with black kid, the girls do like playing with my hair, but they always ask first.
Well, that's fair. I mean, at least ask.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
But they know enough to ask first.
Yeah.
Like always. And I wonder why.
Carrie, every time
I wonder why.
Every time I touch your ass, I always ask first. I always ask first. All right, for the record, that would be 0 times, okay? So I haven't asked, I haven't touched. So I don't want anyone out there spreading rumors
He is
that I'm going around serially touching people's asses.
No.
It's just a dream of mine, but that's...
There you go. Nope. No touching, no asking.
It's good to have goals. Oh,
Your bar is low.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
There you go.
Usually.
Usually. Yeah.
All right, I have no segue here. I have a goofy story. I think it's goofy anyway. How do I put this? Sometimes, mysteriously,
This ought to be good.
We don't know how this happens. Certain things end up on my computer.
Oh,
I don't know how it happens.
Sounds like a divorce case. What?
It's not that bad. So I don't know how it happens. Sometimes it's things I use for school.
Okay.
Whatever. But just, I don't know. I think about it. I was like, man, it'd be cool if I had this to check out. Maybe I'll use it in school. And bam, there it is on my computer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, it happens to me a lot, too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So there's a few people who I work with who know this, that I have this phenomenon that happens to me. So I get this email the other day at school. It totally school emails too, which thanks a lot.
Yep.
Hey, Dave, remember how before last year we were talking about that one TV show and you were able to find it somehow and you brought it in so we could use it in class? Well, would you be able to find this? And I'm going to tell you what it is in a second.
Mm-hmm.
So now apparently I have this reputation of being able to score really bizarre old shit.
Okay.
Somehow to mysteriously show up on my computer.
Okay.
And it is apparently some Saturday morning cartoon, or not, I don't even know if it's a cartoon yet. It's some kind of show. Huckleberry Finn and Friends.
Yes!
From 1979.
Yes!
Yeah. Oh, you know it.
Dopey Dog.
I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Hells yeah. Huckleberry Finn. Yeah.
So I found it.
It's all about the cartoons in the mornings.
So how I found it.
Cereal in the morning. Oh,
okay.
After drinking all night.
So.
Not that I drank then.
Here's the funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at?
I was waiting for you to pull it up. Oh no. Oh,
I don't know. Here's the funny thing about it. So I quote found it sort of, and somehow it was mysteriously downloading to my computer. I don't know how this happened. It's a mystery. And it stuck at 99%.
Huh.
Like, I can't get that last 1%. It's
kind of like dogs, you need to get the hose out.
It's been days.
Like the hose.
It's sitting there at 99%.
The fuck?
I don't know.
Shut it off, turn it back on.
No, it's not about me. So whoever had it on their computer logged off. And they just haven't gone back online.
Shit.
Okay, I'm using a peer-to-peer software thing. Where
okay.
That's the mystery that I'm trying to
got it.
Not incriminate myself with.
Got it.
And whoever it was, like, logged off or shut their computer down when I was at 99%.
Aw.
Like,
so they may not go back on.
I don't know.
And you can't get out?
Well, it's just sitting there. I mean, I can either. It's just I'm waiting. Maybe someday they'll come back on when I'm on, and I'll get it, or eventually I'll give up and just delete the fucking thing.
Wait, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Huckleberry Finn and Friends. Maybe I'm
know.
thinking of the Tom Sawyer thing then. I'm thinking of something else. Dang.
It was on in 79.
Okay.
So if you were drinking then, you were drinking like when you were 8.
No, I
10
wasn't.
or 11.
No, wait. 79?
Yeah.
Dude, I was in 8th grade.
Don't make me do math. Don't make me do math. Please,
I was in
Carrie.
Okay.
I've had a lot
Unfortunately, I was in.
Math is hard. Don't make me do math, please.
Don't make me do math.
You're right. I'm sorry. Maybe you were a little older, but just don't make me do math.
No, but I was well, I graduated in 84.
Uh-huh.
So that would put me. Well, it depends on what time of year.
You're right.
It was.
So it was like 7th or 8th grade. So it was somewhere.
And I did 7th and 8th grade in the same year.
Okay, but okay. Anyway.
But I was drinking back then, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
that's sad.
No, a little bit, yeah.
Well, when we could.
And you're not even
we
European.
Would steal it. I know. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Okay, I'm only gonna say this because I know you're gonna agree with me, but I know I now know your mom better, and I don't blame you for drinking then.
Right. Well, it was not just me. It was just a group of us kids. Like, it was like, if we could, then we'd go by the loading docks.
The drinking kids. Oh, the loading dock kids. You are now the loading dock kids.
That's awesome. We did.
You're the loading dock.
And we used to do the shotguns. You know what shotguns were?
Yeah.
Where you tap.
Yes. So
and didn't know how bad that was.
It is now your new. You're gonna write young adult books as a series, and you're gonna be a millionaire. It's called the Loading Dock Kids. You will solve mysteries.
I gotta tell Susan. Oh my god.
You're gonna solve mysteries
instead of the boxcar kids. We
yes,
were the loading dock
because
we did jump. We used to jump on the trains. Jump. Oh
you're gonna be the Loading Dock Kids, and you're gonna be rich. You're
Do you remember on Lyle Ave? Remember the Burger King was? We used to call it the Burger King because we thought it was cool. That's where a lot of the loading docks were.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now it's where the horse hang out.
Well, then if you follow along, you go all the way down, and it's down Otis Street. And all kinds of loading docks we used to hang out.
Well, if you're into the horse, you can call it a loading dock.
Hush now.
Okay.
Do you know there are caves under the falls in the Genesee River?
I'm sorry, I was still on the horse and loading dock thing. Say it again slowly.
There's caves behind some of the falls. Down Driving Park Bridge, down below.
Sure.
Yeah, we used to hang there too.
Okay.
It's hard to get to, but when you get there, man, they're fun.
Well, usually isn't that where they call the fire department to come and pick you up, or kind of thing? Because I see that on the news every once in a while.
That's if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, yeah, you think?
Yeah. We were.
Did you go spelunking?
No.
I just wanted to say spelunking.
Yeah, I know you did.
Okay.
I
mean, to be cool.
Well, no, there was okay. So I went to Jefferson High School. So if you went down Edgerton Park, so you went down, I believe it was Parkway.
Okay, can I stop you for a second?
Yeah, I know nobody knows, but
right,
there was a boys' home.
But that's what. So folks, they're in Rochester, New York, which is where Dickoff Studio is. There is the Genesee River, and at a certain part of the Genesee River, where the landscape switches levels. I'm sorry, I'm such a geologist here. There are falls in the middle of downtown Rochester. There's Upper Falls, there's High Falls, Lower Falls. And so Driving Park Bridge is a bridge that goes over this river, and there is a falls thing there. And
there's a rose garden, and then there's this pathway.
So I'm just so even if you've never been to Rochester, I'm just letting you know we're talking about a river. There's some mini falls, obviously not as big as Niagara.
No, not even close.
Not
However,
even close.
The man that walked across Niagara Falls walked across our falls, and is buried in the cemetery on Lake Ave. And we did a summer project as a math teacher. We did his. That's how I taught the Pythagorean theorem on his cross over the Niagara Falls, and then compared it to our falls. Sorry, I was pretty proud of that project.
See, and you all said you'd never use it in real life.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
So next time you're crossing falls, you will need the Pythagorean
look at that.
theorem. See?
Never know. And we have a connection to the Niagara Falls. A literal connection.
Dead guy, but sure.
Dead guy. He's famous, and he's buried here. And we also did etchings on the stones in the cemetery.
Closest thing I have is Haikus at the Dump.
Okay. Oh, that's a band name. Haikus of the. Oh,
at the dump.
I was thinking like taking a dump. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Haikus while I dump. So sorry.
Well,
that's what I heard.
Refuse goes. I mean, kind of the same, but not.
Right.
But speaking of taking a dump, I also did take kids to the waste treatment plant.
Oh, that's a lovely smell.
They hated me for that.
It's a horrible place.
My teaching assistant was hiding behind me, dry heaving. I was laughing so hard. Oh my God, I was laughing.
It's a horrible place.
And the best part of it? It was the last day of school. They thought we were going to stay at the school and have a party. No, kids, go to the waste treatment plant.
Shit. Literally,
they were so mad at me, and I'm like, "You made the smell. Don't be looking at me." Teacher of the year, right here.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's when I was in Hawaii.
Oh my God.
I can say that because they can't fire me now.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, that was the whole point of the school.
I gotta take the hoodie off. Hang on, I'm sweating up here.
No worries. Shall I look away?
No, I have a shirt on.
Okay, whatever. So.
It may be wrinkled, but I do have a shirt.
Oh my stars! A wrinkled shirt. Oh my. Beauregard, iron Mrs.
I did not iron. I wasn't expecting to be stuck at the Lilac Festival or whatever it was, the parade.
Yeah.
But happy I did. It was nice. It was good. I got videos of all the marching bands.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
So, and I think some of our kids might have seen some of the kids I work with.
This may be our final topic for the day.
Okay.
So let me ask you this, because I've always wondered this. I see people, mildly interesting things happening on the street, whatever, taking video of things. Even passing by on their car. Right? I've been at protests where people pass by on the car and you could see them driving with one hand, taking video with their other, like totally breaking 18 laws and almost causing 17 accidents.
Right.
What do you do with the video after? What are you going to do? I'm not.
So I thought about it.
Accusingly.
No. So I sent a few. So I have a ton, and I thought about them as I was taking them.
Woo!
I started and stopped.
Damn, that's a lot of shit on there.
I started and stopped for each school. And each school, I made sure each school, we actually have had kids from each school district. So, and I'm not sure. And I stood in front of where I work and wondered if any of the kids would have recognized, because seeing if they had come there or not. So when I go in on Monday, I plan on sending them all to our channel. possibly if they want to, and see if anybody recognizes any of the kids that were in any of the marching bands from those schools. Or I want to show my grandson when I go see him, because I don't think they've ever really seen a marching band.
Okay.
And I made sure they were all like 3 minutes long. And my granddaughter, Ronan, she absolutely loves watching videos on my phone. And I made sure that I got the flags and the horns.
You know who else likes watching videos on the phone?
Huh.
Our cat. I just thought I'd tell you that.
Yeah. And then
That is true, actually. I'm not making a joke.
Then I got the horses, and that's the only thing I got. And then I got me in front of the horses that I'm sending to Barcelona. Did I say it correctly?
That's what the podcast told me. Barcelona.
Yeah. So, and that's it. So that's what I took. And I had the phone like this because I did not want to miss watching it. So I assume they're all good. I might not have gotten them all. But I was literally like right there in front of them. It was actually a really good spot.
All right.
I could have watched it from my classroom window. I didn't know I had such a great spot. So, moving forward, I might see if I can bring my grandkids next year if they're interested to see it. It's kind of cool to see a marching band, because I would love to see them be interested if they're interested in that kind of thing. I think it's kind of cool for kids to get into it. But that's pretty much it as far as a parade goes.
Well,
it's the only fun part.
It just made me wonder, like, because I see people taking pictures and video of stuff all the time that I can't imagine someone who just is walking by and, like, I don't know, what are you going to do with that?
I don't know. And then I'm going to get rid of it, because I was going to show, like, hey, do you know, and mostly for my granddaughter, and then get rid of it. But I did take a video of these two guys. Do you remember in parades, the Shriners in the little cars that used to, there must have been like 20 of them, right? And I'm standing there, and there's two guys.
Labor Day. They'll be in Labor Day.
Well, there's only two guys, and I said to the one guy, I go, where are you all?
It's early.
And he goes, and they're just standing, they're just riding like this. And he goes, because I didn't have my camera, he goes, lift your camera up. And they did the little ziggies for it. So I took a picture I took a video of that. But there were two. That's it. We only got two.
If you're available, please don't ask me when the date is, because I've had some wine. But the Green Party is signed up for the Pride Parade. We're in.
So Pride Parade's going to go right down. Same spot. That's what I was told.
Yeah, it will. Whatever. I'm just saying.
Yes. No, I'm going to be in it then. Oh.
Yes, I'm saying you should march with us.
Well, then I can't watch it from my nice comfy spot.
That is accurate. If you're going to be in it. You're right. That would be a little bit difficult. Just saying. So
that would be kind of cool.
And then, in theory, at some point, we will be in the Puerto Rican Parade. Yeah, like I said, it's in July. I know that. I just can't remember the exact date.
Then I definitely won't be in Spain, so probably I can.
Yeah. We'll be in Labor Day Parade like we always are. And again, we will be in the Puerto Rican Festival Parade.
Okay.
Which I don't have a date or whatever yet. But we are set. We are locked. It's paid for. We are in the Pride Parade. So just letting you know.
Okay.
All right. We'll be fabulous.
Which is interesting. They had a Peru float and dancers, and then dancers from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Interesting. And that was it.
So I'm going to, when we hit
it's
stop.
Really interesting. Yeah.
I will tell you about something I'm doing with some of my kids in a couple of my classes. Mm-hmm. But again, I've fooled me once. I'm not going to get fired for this, but nevertheless, I'm not going to give anybody a heart attack and start talking about what I'm doing in my classes so I don't get fired.
Okay.
But this is not radical. It's not Howard's Inn. But so yeah.
Okay.
I had this I will say, because fuck the Geneva Central School District, as I will continue to say now. I did have a conversation with someone who has knowledge of that Geneva Central School District that can fall into the Finger Lakes.
Off.
Yeah. And they agreed. It's a shitty ass district, and they can all fuck themselves.
All the way off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say that. So miss you all.
Mm-hmm. I actually have a kid taking. Never mind. We'll talk off.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that is about the time we have for this week. We will be back next week
with Melissa.
She will be back.
She'll be back.
And I haven't seen her since the last time she was on. Her new gig has been so all encompassing. Yes,
it really has. Last time she was on, we were talking about the Erotic Arts Fest.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. So we'll get the update on her new gig now that she's neck deep in all this cannabis. And I don't know. Who knows what'll come up? Maybe I'll have more.
She's taking classes, so we're really going to learn some stuff.
We'll go to maybe I'll go to a lacrosse game, and then I'll have people like hit me in the head with a stick for trying to get petition signatures. I'm just making shit up.
Make sure it's a short stick.
Yeah,
Don't go long stick.
Oh, see, you know more about lacrosse than me.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, 24/7, always going. Stuart Pedestrian Radio, protest music, our bits, all sorts of stuff like that. Totally check it out. It's all at stuartpedestrian.com. You can bookmark it. I shouldn't say that out loud.
Shouldn't what?
Shouldn't say it out loud. I listen to it in various places. It's actually, I listen
in the privacy of your own earphones.
Sure, we'll go with that.
There you go.
No, well, yes, it is sometimes not safe for work.
When there's nobody else in there.
I mean, but I listen to it as like background music, and I listen to it all the time. I think you'll really appreciate it. Almost every genre of music you could possibly think of, I said almost, is played at stuartpedestrian.com, Stuart Pedestrian Radio, but it is about protest music. So I think it's pretty cool. You might have
it is pretty cool.
Folk music. You might have a love ballad. You have Billy, Don't Be a Hero, that cheesy song from the 1970s.
Jesus Christ, really?
You remember this song?
Yes,
See?
of course I do.
Billy, Don't Be a Hero.
Billy, Don't Be a Hero.
Copyrights, don't say it anymore.
That's all I know.
It's fine. But
as long as it's not about
I
a meat,
use that.
As long as it's not about a meat pile. Good God, if I hear about that again.
Okay, so I actually quote that to kids all the time. Billy, don't be a hero. Don't be a fool with your life. And they look at me like,
"That is awesome."
Now what are you doing? Like they look at me. I won't say they always call me by my last name. They don't. They go blah blah blah. What are you doing?
Really freaked me out when they understood small. You're killing me, Smalls. When they started understanding that quote, I was like, oh God, no, really?
No, that's good.
I got nothing now.
No, that's good. I'm not trying to confuse them. I just.
Yeah, I don't want them to get me though.
To get you? Oh,
yeah.
To get. Oh, understand.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be back next week. Check out Stuart Pedestrian Radio, and hey. Look, stuff really sucks right now, but do your best to have a really good week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
It's wet.
It's fun.
My skin is tingly.
It's wet, it's fun, it's tingly. It's Talisman Energy's hydrofracking water park. We heard your concerns about hydrofracking, and we wanted to show you just how safe hydrofracking is. So we're using water from our natural gas extraction to supply the Talisman Energy Hydrofracking Water Park in Dimick, Pennsylvania.
Mama, my eyeballs feel hot.
Slip slide away down our 14 water park runs. Try the Tornado, the Burning Faucet, and our newest slide, the Chemical Inferno.
I can't feel my toes.
Talisman Energy's Hydrofracking Water Park is located on Route 29, just south of Binghamton, New York. It's a fracking blast. Talisman Energy Hydrofracking Water Park.
My eyelashes are gone.